Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
The very latest in a scheme to fraudulently register over 50 luxury vehicles here on Guam before shipping them off to China. Crystal Paco has that story.
Plus, the man undergoing treatment in the hospital after he was arrested escapes police custody.
And budget talks continue, and the Mayor's Council was grilled over travel expenses. If you are joining us live on KUAM TV8, streaming our show on Facebook Live, or watching our behind-the-scenes view and interacting with us right here on Instagram Live, Hafaday, and thanks for tuning in. Well, one particular matter was under seal until now. A motive has been detailed in court documents in a case involving dozens of luxury cars that were fraudulently registered here on Guam and then shipped to China.
Our Crystal Paco has tonight's top story.
They're in the business of selling cars, but only in Guam. Prestige Automobiles owner John Shen Sr., sales manager Orlando Domingo, and sales and ordering administrator Anna Absalon face charges of identity theft, tampering with public records, forgery, and conspiracy, to name a few. As reported, the three are accused in a scheme involving the fraudulent registration of luxury cars in Guam and shipping them to China. Now a motive to their scheme. According to a recently unsealed affidavit by FBI Special Agent Joshua Kipp, Prestige Automobiles sold approximately $2 million in vehicles to shell company Pan Asia. Shell companies are often used in money laundering schemes. In this case, they were avoiding detection from BMW as well as avoiding Guam's business privilege tax. According to court documents, quote, by selling the cars to Pan Asia, who then exported them to China, Shen was working in a different market where he was not a licensed dealer, end quote. Their scheme started to unravel in 2015 after a man was denied public assistance because his file showed he purchased a BMW and Land Rover earlier that year. When he looked further, he found out the vehicles were fraudulently registered under his name at DMV. 5 others discovered they too had luxury cars in their name without their knowledge. While Prestige Automobiles had tried to undo the damage and deregister the vehicles, they were already on authorities' radars. But how did they get the information to fill out the registration forms? Domingo allegedly copied the information from his previous customers. Absalon, who sidelined as a tax preparer, copied information from her clients. Proceeds from the China sales were then laundered through NGT Corporation, and close to $5 million in checks paid out to Prestige Automobiles. Defendants are set to appear back in court on June 27. Trial is scheduled for early 2018. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
Thanks, Crystal. Trial will resume as planned for money laundering and wire fraud defendants Mark Smith and Glenn Wong. In court today, District Court for the Northern Mariana Islands Chief Judge Ramona Manglotnia denied defense's motion to dismiss the case on grounds the defense couldn't access the government's discovery. Again, the case revolves around Smith's former role as legal counsel for the Guam Housing and Urban Renewal Authority. While serving as legal counsel for the agency, he's accused of profiting from the Section 8 program. According to court documents, he did this by transferring his rental properties to Wong, who moved the money back to Smith. Jury selection is underway. Once 12 jurors and 4 alternates are impaneled, the case will recess until June 20th, when jurors will be sworn in and trial will begin. Trial is anticipated to take 3 weeks.
Well, one man is accused of sexually molesting 2 former students at St. Anthony's School in Tamuning, but former music teacher Raymond Kaluag still works with children in the Philippines. Although coadjutor Archbishop Michael Burns can't say much due to the ongoing lawsuits against the church, he does say the Archdiocese of Agana has done their due diligence and has contacted Kaluag's current employer.
We have notified where he is in the Philippines, so we've reached out to. I don't know the diocese. We have reached out to that diocese just to alert them of the accusation. But further than that, we've not done anything special.
We previously reported that someone named BWJ, as well as Troy Torres, both alleged that Kaluag was supposed to drive them home after school, but instead brought them to his home where he allegedly raped them.
Guam police are searching for a man who was in their custody but escaped while undergoing treatment at GRMC. Police attempted to pull over 46-year-old Robert Turalba, who was spotted riding a motorcycle down with Sengsong and Chalankota in Dededo on June 1st. He lost control and crashed. He was arrested on multiple traffic violations and arrest warrants before being taken to the hospital for treatment. However, authorities say Turalba somehow escaped without getting clearance from the hospital. He is facing charges of reckless driving, eluding police, and resisting arrest, just to name a few. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call the Guam Police Department. The number is 472-8911 or Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-4357.
In other island news headlines, the Second Department of Corrections officer appealing her adverse action in the brutal beating of a detainee was set to have her case heard today, but that did not happen. Our Nick Delgado has more as the department leader has responded to the recent appeals against his agency.
Disciplined for not securing the crime scene, longtime DEPCOR Lieutenant Mary Helen Lazama is appealing her letter of reprimand. Though she was not able to attend the first status hearing before the Civil Service Commission Tuesday afternoon, DEPCOR Director Tony Lamarena says he plans to file a motion to have the appeal thrown out.
She's gone directly to the Civil Service Commission. So therefore, we have to follow the DOA rules and regulations. So if she is to file a grievance, it should be filed through us and then go through the steps.
Lamarena further explains how she should have brought her fight against her letter of reprimand to DEPCOR first. Lazama's hearing has been continued to June 13th. That's the same day Fired Officer Benjamin Urquizo will have his second hearing before the Commission. As we reported, Urquizo was fired for failing to perform his duties and responsibilities the day he found detainee Justin Meno beaten in the post 6-yard area. Urquizo's GFT representative argued his client was punished twice, but Lamarena says,
An administrative leave is not an act of punishment, okay? He was paid just as if he was on the job.
DEPCOR management also failed to show up to the first hearing last week. Lamarena says it was an oversight on his part as he was off island. However, he defends prison management's decision and disciplinary action taken against the 4 officers.
Everyone has to realize that you have to follow standards. There are SOPs in place. And regardless of your rank or how many years of service you've served with the agency, you have to follow these SOPs. And when SOPs are not followed, things like this happen.
GFT also argues that DEPCOR has yet to process Urquizo's termination, delaying him from getting his final paycheck. They confirmed that they will file a formal complaint with the Department of Labor against the DOC acting director for a, quote, violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act. 2 other officers suspended have yet to file an appeal. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahu Nick Delgado.
Millions of dollars owed to the island's 3 health insurance companies. At least one, Take Care, who is owed $565,000, has put the Department of Administration on notice to pay up if GovGuam wants to avoid termination of coverage for retirees. Netcare is owed $700,000, but officials say there is no threat of cutting coverage to retirees. That same response coming from Select Care, who's owed $9 million. The governor's spokesperson says they're working to make good on payments.
First, let me just calm everybody down. None of the insurance companies are going to discontinue services to retirees or active GovGuam employees or any of their family members. That's all intact.
Adelup admits there are a couple of months out of the year where cash flow does not move as quick and they do fall behind. However, they reassure retirees that coverage will remain in place as they work to make payments.
Got a story for you now about the mayors as they were there to talk about their budget requests, but the Mayor's Council of Guam executive director instead had been grilled over the nearly 40 trips the island's municipal leaders and their staffers have taken over the last 4 months. These are trips that total almost 50 grand when they are only budgeted $40,000 for travel. Now, most recently, a trip called into question involved a dozen mayors and their staffers going to a strawberry festival in the Philippines back in March, and another 8 who went to the mango festival in that country last month. Here's Oversight Chair Senator Michael Sinicolas calling out Executive Director Angel Sablan.
We're seeing large parties traveling every single month from the Mayor's Council. And so far, this travel from the beginning of this calendar year to today has expensed $49,317. And this travel by the way, that could pay for liberation.
I don't control the mayors as far as them accepting invitations to their sister cities. That's their own decision. When I go, it is because at their request that I come with them. I don't volunteer to go on these on my own.
So Nicholas also brought up the ongoing concern over the Liberation celebration. The mayors are scheduled to discuss those plans during their meeting tomorrow.
We are about 14 months away from the primary election, and the Guam Election Commission went before senators today requesting more than $1.8 million for its budget. Speaker B.J. Cruz called the GEC's budget ingenuous, but questioned the thousands of hours in overtime. GEC Executive Director Maria Pangilinan defended preparations from the time candidates begin filing to the printing of ballots and processing of off-island ballots, as well as election night, is how they accrue so much OT. The GEC also hopes to update its equipment to benefit voters.
We hope with the budget we can purchase universal access voting booths. I believe the number is 70. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it. And that will give us universal access voting booths for every precinct. We purchased some when we bought the new tabulating machines. We purchased more later. And this purchase will give us enough for every single precinct. We get to retire the old ones that, recently we found to be dangerous sometimes because they're hard to open, and if the precinct official doesn't know how to open it, it's pretty heavy.
The GEC anticipates a higher voter turnout during the upcoming gubernatorial election.
All right, everybody, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We're talking to our friends right now on Instagram Live. Make sure you join us at KUAM News. We'll see you after this commercial break.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment. No more long lines. And you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance.
Celebrate at IT&E. Pick up the new Samsung Galaxy S8 and get double data.
Drive and discover at Guam's best dealership, Cars Plus in 90. With Guam's best warranty, there's no better time to drive a Hyundai Accent starting at $11,995, or the Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. It's not just newer, it's better. SUV lovers, check out the Hyundai Tucson, J.D. Power's top-ranked small SUV, starting at $19,995, or save $4,500 and see the advantages that put the Hyundai Santa Fe at the head of its class. Get to Cars Plus today to drive and discover the quality and value that is Hyundai. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven-baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Ariola at 472-6114.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Afadine, welcome back. In our next story, Issa Baza takes us on a tour with school officials to two of the island's oldest and most dilapidated middle schools. Here's more.
Electrical issues and corroded canopies that leave students drenched on rainy days. Those are some of the top issues at Agata Johnston Middle School, according to Superintendent John Fernandez.
FEMA funded these canopies, which are constructed with plywood and tin, and so now those are aged and deteriorating.
Just 20 minutes north and you can see similar problems at Vicente Beneventi Middle School.
Here in one of the school hallways, leaks and what appears to be mold on the ceiling. Here at the Fast Track classrooms, the lack of an awning means students sometimes walk to class in the rain. And here at the old 6th grade annex, these condemned buildings have been in need of demolition for over a decade.
Fernandez said demolition of condemned classrooms could cost $50,000.
This is an area that is not being used. It presents a hazard to the campus, and we're trying to figure out solutions, maybe working with the Guard or some other agency to find a way to take it down and turn it into maybe a recreational area for students.
Smaller items that officials try to continually patch up include holes in the walls, run-down bathrooms, and a louver system that leaves the second-floor hallway stifling hot.
We're having some air circulation issues, so today it's very hot in the hallways. You're not seeing a lot of air circulation, no wind coming through. So that's something that we have to figure out, our way past an interim solution.
Despite the issues, Fernandez said major improvements have been made.
Maybe a few years ago, there were a lot more issues regarding mold, a lot more issues regarding ACs that are being broken and in disrepair. And we were able to address many of those issues with some of the ARA money we got, the federal assistance. So we repaired all the roofs, we installed and are keeping up with the AC issues. So a lot of these other remaining issues are going to be, they're high-cost items.
Fernandez said community partnerships like the Adopt a School program play an important role in helping schools fill the gap. Meanwhile, he plans to meet with school officials to discuss school preparedness and tour additional secondary schools over the next week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Well, Speaker BJ Cruz has called a session for tomorrow. On the agenda, at least 3 bills that each attempt to provide funding for Simon Sanchez High School. Over the last week, education officials have stressed that without the legislature's approval for funding for immediate repairs, the Jigo campus may face double session this coming August. With this threat over their heads, the Speaker said senators are working as expeditiously as they can.
We are doing it at the earliest possible date. We just finished one hearing last night, and my staff, everybody is transcribing so that we can get the committee report in before tomorrow morning.
The bills up for discussion include bills 35, 87, and 94. Each go up against competing interests. Session begins Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Proposed budget cuts from the Trump administration could affect the tsunami warning system. But what does that mean for Guam? Valerie Maige reports.
Guam is no stranger to earthquakes and the potential for tsunamis to occur, but recent proposed cuts to the budget for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration could impact the accuracy and timeliness of warnings for these natural disasters.
The proposed cuts would save taxpayer dollars, but would force the consolidation of the only 2 tsunami warning centers, one in Alaska and one in Hawaii.
The centers could see a 60% reduction in staff with the proposal. National Weather Service meteorologist Chip Gard says he's unsure of what the impacts will be for Guam at this time, but hopes the concerns of the NOAA are heard.
All of this stuff is in Hawaii. Okay, so it's there's the International Tsunami Information Center is there, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center is there, and so they've addressed a lot of the concerns that they have, and so I'm sure that they're going to get back to the president and his staff and say, these are the concerns that we have. I think we're going to have to see what comes out of this.
There are also talks of taking funds away from detection systems, including deep ocean buoys that allow for accurate warnings and for residents enough time to prepare.
The Office of Civil Defense and Department of Homeland Security is also unsure of what the impacts may be of these cuts, But spokesperson Jenna Gamindi says the systems their agency has in place are in working order.
So the advisory, either the watch or the warning about a tsunami, would come from the National Weather Service, and we'll utilize their information to get that information out to the public. The emergency alert broadcast system is tested on a monthly basis, which is great. The all hazard alert warning system was just recently tested. We're going to be testing these on a quarterly basis, so we're looking forward to another one at the end of this year.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Valerie Maige.
Thanks, Val. Fortunately, no cases for Guam, but mumps outbreak have been reported in the Marshall Islands and in Hawaii. The Department of Public Health reports that 957 cases have been reported since October of last year, with 83% of those cases coming from the capital, Majuro. Hawaii health officials are reporting 65 cases throughout the Hawaiian Islands. Symptoms of the mumps virus include fever, swelling and a pain or tenderness of the salivary glands, swelling of the cheeks and jaw. Vaccinations are recommended for those traveling to those areas.
All right, everybody, coming up next in sports, our guy Chris Barnett has details for the upcoming United Airlines plane pull benefiting the American Cancer Society and Guam Cancer Care. Stay tuned. Very special story coming up.
What can I say? My family was tired of seeing red from internet data caps. We switched to GTA and life is good again. Sure, it took a bit of time for some of us to adjust to our newfound internet freedom.
Don't turn off the show. How does it end?
Relax, honey. The data limits are gone. You can watch the whole show now.
But we're all happy with the change, and I think it's even earned me some cool points.
You rock, Mom.
That's right. It's getting lit up in here. How about that?
Okay. So I need to finish this homework now.
Okay, I'm done. My son, though, he's in the midst of a serious rebellion. Rebelling against an alien invasion, that is.
Free yourself. Switch to GTA Home Internet today. Truly unlimited with no data caps or additional usage fees.
At Island Cancer Center, we treat our patients and their families like our family. We have all been touched by cancer, and it is important to feel comfortable and secure under the care of our health professionals. You can count on us for skilled cancer specialists, the most advanced cancer-fighting technology on the island, and a commitment to caring for you or your loved one with compassion, respect, and empathy. Our family, treating your family.
Island Cancer Center, located on Guam Medical Plaza. Visit us at islandcancercenter.com or call 646-3363.
Spider-Man isn't the only hero in town. Look, there's Pizza Man with Cheesy Bites Pizza. Thanks. And it's 28 poppable, cheese-filled bites baked into the crust. Spider-Man has Spidey sense. Pizza Man has Cheesy Bites Pizza. He climbs walls. He climbs stairs. Spider-Man has superhuman strength. Pizza Man has, yup, that super cheesy, crowd-pleasing Cheesy Bites Pizza. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters July 7th.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Half a day, Guam. Chris Barnett with Sports, proudly brought to you by Triple J. Matis Tuesday! Woohoo! All right, let's do it.
United Airlines plane pull benefiting the American Cancer Society and Guam Cancer Care, scheduled June 24th at the United Hangar in Tizan. Registration for towing the lines to save lives ongoing with an entry fee of $600 for the friendly competition. You know the drill. Competing teams will pull a United Boeing 737 aircraft weighing 145,000 pounds, a distance of 12 feet in the fastest time. 40 teams took part in last year's fundraising efforts, raising a total of $24,000. Since 2006, over $250,000 has been raised. The event open to the public, so come out and cheer on the teams. Activities for the kids, local entertainment, and food concessions. Register by June 15th and join the fight against cancer with your family and coworkers. First place teams receive 2 United round-trip tickets to the U.S. by way of Honolulu. Winner of the Team Spirit Award gets 2 United round-trip tickets to Asia or Micronesia. Last year's men's division winners, defending champs AB Wampat International Airport Authority, Guam, Team Airport Fuetsidman Metgut, on it 24/7 pulling force with a time of 5.14 seconds. Co-ed division defending champs, United Fire Family, sponsored by Committee to Elect Regine Bisco Lee, with a time of 5.34 seconds. Tennis Academy of Guam holding a summer camp at the Sheraton Tennis Courts Monday through Fridays, 2 to 5 p.m. The camp runs until July 30th. Kids 6 to 18 at beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels are welcome. The cost $75 per child. Rackets and snacks will be provided. Participants asked to bring a refillable jug for hydration. For more info, Joseph F. Cepeda at yahoo.com or call 988-7479. Naya and Noah Timinglow met up in the monthly finals of the Triple J Enterprise Guam Youth Bowler of the Month. The brother and sister able to pull off wins in their semifinal matches to advance. Noah knocking off defending champ May Grace Hernandez. Naya led all bowlers in total pins with 879 in the qualifying round held earlier in the day. The next Triple J Enterprises Guam Youth Bowler of the Month held Sunday, July 2nd, 11 in the morning at, you guessed it, Central Lanes. A picture here, second place, Noah Timinglow champion Naya Timinglow, and third place, Mary Grace Hernandez. 8th annual Nissan 7.5K flag run and 2K family fun run, Upper Tumon Nissan this Saturday. Show 5 in the morning, goes 6 a.m. with proceeds to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters of Guam, Guam Girl Scouts, and Catholic Social Services. Register at Nissan, Goody Sporting Goods, and Upper Tumon Guam Girl Scouts, or Hornet Sports in Tamuning. All right, there you go. KUAM Sports proudly brought to you by Triple J. Tuesday, Mates. My name's Chris. You keep on shining, Guam. Adios.
Bring your flags and wear your national colors to the 8th annual Nissan 7.5K flag run, Saturday, June 10th. Families can also enjoy a 2K fun run. Proceeds to benefit Big Brothers and Sisters of Guam, Catholic Social Services, and Guam Girl Scouts. Awards to the top 3 winners in each division and raffle prizes. First 700 finishers get a free dry fit tee. $10 per person. Register at Nissan Guam, Hornet Sports, Guam Girl Scouts, or Goody Sporting Goods. Visit our Facebook page for more info.
Half a day. We've just increased your data for free, so you can enjoy more apps, like this Diddy app. You plus more data. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Introducing McDonald's new signature crafted recipes, like the sweet barbecue bacon sandwich, tangy barbecue sauce made with sweet onions, thick cut apple with smoked bacon, and topped with crispy golden onions, on chicken or seared beef. Introducing McDonald's new signature crafted recipes, like the maple bacon Dijon burger, apple with smoked bacon with sweet maple seasoning, grilled onions, and a creamy Dijon sauce with a hint of honey, on chicken or seared beef.
The hot summer savings event is going on now at Triple J. With only 1.9% financing on all new vehicles, now is the time to buy. Plus, receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate with every purchase. Get unbelievable deals on all remaining 2016s and all new 2017 models. That's right, 1.9% financing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Lincolns, Volvos, Mazdas, and Kias. Plus a free $500 Kmart gift certificate. Get pre-approved instantly at TripleJGuam.com. Triple J says yes. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J, customers first.
Happiest of birthday wishes if you are one of the following people who we welcome into the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Noah Fullo has a birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the beautiful Keisha Onadera Garrido.
Very beautiful, former colleague of ours. And happy birthday tonight to Melissa Gentapanan. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
You can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Just head on over to KUAM.com. Stay tuned. East is next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. Health, home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafa day and welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle